understand about them. Before begin, I will just say, ask if the slides are clear and shared with all the attendees. Um, is, uh, is it shown well?
Yes, we can see your slides.
Yeah, thank you. And before I begin, I will just introduce myself a little. Hi from Middle East. I am Zeina from Palestine, and I work as a software engineer, and now moving my career into data science. And I would like to present an introduction about Git and versioning control, because it's an essential skill for any software engineer, even any collaboration projects working together. So I will start with the agenda for today. So today we will see the intro level of what is Git and GitHub and why we use them, how we can configure the GitHub in our local machines, and link that to the actual remote GitHub account. And we will see about branching. We will work on merging branches. And finally, we will be getting into remote repository and getting an actual training over that. As an output, today we will link together to do comments and branches, merging, and if we have more time, we will do a pull request together and introduce more concepts. So this is the actual output for this training, and it's for the pure beginner level of this skill. So I will start very briefly, introduce why we need the version control and what is a version control. So suppose we are working in a project, and these projects have a teammates, and there is every collaborator and every teammate work on a function or work on a file. So we need a way to know how to collaborate in a work and not lose any teammate work. So here is the idea of version control, is to have a easier collaborative work, and we see the versioning of the work. So each person work on a file, save his history of working, so his own changes on the file will not be missed. Also, his work will be merged with other colleague work. So this is behind the versioning control. So every student working in our projects need some sort of collaboration environment to work on. Also, as a software engineers or data scientists need these tools to manage the work together. So how this will be fit? There is behind the scenes the concept inside Git, a distribution version control, which means I have a place. I have a place in the remote server, like having, for example, all the needed file, code base file in a place. And then each teammate will get a copy from this code base, a copy from this required file for each project, and then working on his own versioning of this filing, and then getting back into the remote server. So this distributed versioning will allow us to work locally, sync together, and merge the work remotely in a remote server. So our local repository is the Git software that we will download it in just a minute. And our remote server is the GitHub account, the github.com, the servers in GitHub company. So these are the local and the remote server. How this work? Inside the versioning distribution concept, there is a concept called snapshot. So when I have my local repository, which means my own folder inside my machine, locally inside my machine, I have these files. I can do changes on these files. Each change will have a copy or a snapshot a new snapshot of the folder itself, and this will be locally served and cached in Git software. So each change will have a snapshot, and this snapshot will be typed with changes and a timeline of the changes, and I can redo and get the latest the behind snapshot, and I can get the latest snapshot, and keep it tracking on each changes on the files. So I can do this in Git, and I can see the status. So if I have a file inside a folder and I made a change on it, then I need to know what is the status of it. Is it on Git? Is it a change? Is it will be committed into a remote server, or will be stay locally? So there is a three main Git status. We have modified when I modify the file locally in my machine inside my folder, and there is a staged whenever add I make a command. We will practice it together soon, which is called add. When I add it into Git, I get the stashed, which I tell Git to keep track of my changes. And when I make commit, which is I already put it in Git, will have a snapshot of it, of that change. So this status will be tracked over any tiny change on the files, and these files will be in Git software. As a prerequisite for this training and for the GitHub and Git skills, we need to know the basic terminal skills, like change directory, like make directory, and navigate through the folders. So I highly recommend everyone to practice and build the basic terminal skills. And I put some tutorial, and we can and over the internet there is a lot of basic terminal skills training that would help. So how we will have Git in our machines to make a local repository and work locally, and make these things that I just introduced, the snapshot and status and changes and versioning. I need to install in my machine Git. It's a software, so I need to go into Git like this, and I need to install Git. How could I install Git? If I am inside Linux machine, I have to install it using this command. If I am inside Mac OS, I need to install it using versioning versioning. There is a what is called, there is something in macOS for the libraries, and if not exist, if you make get dash dash version on the terminal and is not exist, will put you like in a user interface to install it. And if you are in Windows, you can download it directly and install it. So it depends on the operating system. So this thing will drive you, depend on your own operating system, your machine, how to install Git. And once install, I will go to my terminal, and I will say to my terminal like this: Git dash. When I finish installing it, I will say git dash dash version, and then we'll say git version is 2.28.0. This means I have Git successfully installed in my machine. If this not work, seems there is a problem in installing Git, and you have to install Git in your machine. So this is mainly how we will have the first step, how we will have Git in our machine. And once we have Git in our machine, now we need to make Git config. So what Git config? Config is a terminology for configuration. So we need to add credential, our names and our emails, our identity for Git to know us. So I need to do Git config. So I will go to my terminal and I will go to say git config. And then I will add a username, user.name, and I will, let me just, yeah, like this. And I will say my name, for example, git dash dash config. Um, yeah, it's git dash dash global. Yeah, I need to assign if it's global or not global. What does that mean? Global, which mean in any project, in any folder directory, I need to configure the same identity. And if it's local, I need to assign a different name and a different email for different projects and different files. So if I have two folders, two working directory, each folder will have a custom local configuration, a username or email. If I will make a global dash dash global, which mean this attribute mean all my work in my local machine will have the same name and the same email, the same identity for all my work. So this is why it provide me a fatal error, because I did not specify if it's global or it's local. Oh, yeah, I have to make it config, sorry for that, and then dash dash global, and then user dot name. Yeah, like this. The ordering, sorry for that. So now if I make git config user dot name, it provide me my name, as you can see. The same way I will configure, I will add my git config dash dash global user dot email, my user. So I will put my email like this, and then I will hit enter, and then I will use a git config get user.email, and he will provide me the email. So this way, using this way, it will there will be like a configuration related to my identity. So now the Git software know my name and know my email. So if I work with Git, he know me in my local machine. So this is a very mandatory step to use. So in let me just back to this one. Yeah. So as a configuration, I have a local configuration, which means I did not put dash dash global, I put dash dash local, which means in each folder directory, each project will have a different name, different identity, and different email. But if I am in a global configuration, dash dash global, all the projects in the same name and in the same email. And there is a system configuration to have like a system level where all the user, that system will use the same configuration by default. So if there is an organization as a system, work as a system, so this is a project work in a system configuration. which is all the teammates or the collaborators will have the same configuration, same email and same name. So this is about the configuration. So now I need to make a project, which means a file, a folder directory in my local machine, and I need to let my Git understand that this project is linked with Git. So let's do that. So I will go into my desktop, for example. So you can put your folder in any place, but I will make a new folder in, and I will rename it. Good, like this. So now this is a project, and inside this project there is files. So if I open my terminal like this, and I go to my desktop, and then I will change my directory and go to women who code. So now I am inside this project. I can make a file using nano command or like cat command. Cat is opening. Yeah, so this is just to make a file. We can inside this directory make a files like a text files and just change over that. And I can also open this file using Visual Studio Code. So I will show you why now. So I can either I can use the nano command, I create files inside it, or using code, Visual Studio Code, to make files inside it. So I can make file like this, and like console log to Git like this, and I can do into.js. So now inside this folder, I have a JavaScript file. So I make a changes on this folder, right? So now I need to tell Git that this folder, I need to link this project to Git. So there is a command called git init, which mean initialization. I initialize this folder with Git. So I will make like this folder, even if before I make any changes. Oh, this is related to, I think, yeah, this. So I can open the terminal here, or I can open the local machine terminal. It's the same. And I can make git init like this. Oh, git init like this. So now I initialize an empty Git repository inside the desktop, inside WWCode folder. So now this folder is linked with Git. I can do all Git commands that will coming to know together. So So there is a get status to know if we remember, there is here a status of the Git. So each folder will have a change, will have a modified, stashed, and committed status. So how we will handle that, or how we will know that? We will use get status command. So let's see if we make get status. So if we make a get status, we are in a branch master. In the new GitHub, in the new Git version, there is a renaming from master to main. So if you see branch main, it's the same as branch master, which is the branch that the whole work belong to. So if I have a project, and this project will have like 4 to 5 features, at the end of the day, all these 5 features will be merged into the master, which is the master or the main for all the code base of the project. So there is no commit and untracked file. The intro.js is untracked because I did not add it yet. So if I make git add like this, I could also specify I need to add intro.js, or I could do dot, which mean I add everything, being changed. So now I make an add. Let me just bring it more larger. So if I make get status now, I think there will be a change. Let us see. So as you see, changes to be committed, use get cached if we need to remove it, and now it's stashed, which means that the Git know that there is a new file called intro.js JavaScript file. So how now I need to commit? I need to commit this file, adding it into Git. So I need to make Git commit. Let me just remove this from the thing. I hope that it's clear. Git commit. Is the terminal? Oh, I forget to ask if the terminal shown in the shared. Is it everything well? Yeah. Yes, clear. Thank you for confirmation. So git commit, and I have to make an attribute -m, which means adding a message. What is my commit? What is the changes that I need to add? So if I make git commit -m, so I will commit a new JavaScript file. So think of it is like we have files, and these files related to a feature in this project. So I will add a commit that this is a new feature, and the feature, or if there is a bug fixing, I will say in the commit that this is fixes related to this bug issue. So this is a message to know what is going on. So now, as you see, we have one file and one insertion, and we have a mode created, and there is a unique number for it. So if I make get the status again, so now I am in the master or main branch, and in the main branch there is intro.js file. So this is how I track my changes and know what is going on in my folder. And there is to check the logging information, what is going on. There is get log to know all the history of your commits and your commands. So again, if I need so now there will be the the fun and artwork, which is know the command that dealing with another job that I need. So if I need to log, I make get log. If I need to undo a commit, I make get reset. And if I will make a branch, I will make get branch. So if I download Git in my local machine, and I keep practicing the Git commands, so I get more and more practice on it. So before going to Git branch, let's know what is Git branch. Git branch is like we have a website. As an example, we have an website, and there is a team working on the user interface, and there is a team working on the back end. So there is a feature in the user interface to be changed in the home page. So I will put that into a new branch. A new branch is like a new feature into the projects, a new feature in the user interface, or a new feature in the backend. Or if I am a group of students and we are working on a homework, each part of the homework will be inside a branch. So this is the main idea about branch. And why is that? Oh, because if all of us, the team members, work on the same branch, there will be like a messy and untracked situation and conflict. But if we do each part in a separate branch, that will be more simplification and more collaboration to the work, and will avoid as much as will avoid the conflict. There will be a conflict when we're merging, but we will avoid the whole conflict. So if, for example, we have an error or a bug, so we know from the branch, and we fix it inside the branch. But if we have all the work on the same place, so we don't know where is the work, where is the error. I need to keep in track in all files, reading all files to understand where the error. But if all the work separated into minor branches, I can track the error and fix it on spot. So this is the main second idea about branch. How we can do that? Simply, we can make get branch. So let's do that as a practice. So so again, sorry for like this misunderstanding, but I like to work on Visual Studio Code, but it's the same as terminal in the local machine. So you can, each thing I did for now, it's coding projects, but you can do that in the in the actual terminal as well. Both works. Um, I hope that's will be clear for all. So let's say I have a new, for example, I have a new feature, and this new feature, um, like feature in the user, like this. Oh, I have to switch. So now, if I go to get branch like this, I will be in the main branch or the master branch. So if I will make a new branch, I will make get branch feature to the user, to the user interface, for example, like this. And I will make get branch. So now I have a new branch called feature in the user interface, but I need to switch into this branch. How I can do that? So let's master a new command. So I create a new branch. So now I need to switch into this branch. So I will make get checkout dash p and then the new branch. Switching over the branch, you have to rename the following command, get checkout new branch, using get branch command appended with dash m flag to provide the new name. So I can do the flags, but we can stick into get checkout like this. So I can do get checkout, get get checkout, ft user interface. Yeah, I will add dash p if I need to create and switch. But if I create it using get branch and the name of the new branch, I can quickly make get checkout and then the new branch. So dash p if I need to do the two jobs, making a new branch and switch on it. But if I create it separately and then I need to switch on it, I need to just make get branch the name of the new branch and then get checkout the switch into the new branch. So now if I go to get branch, I'm now in in the new branch. So I can do another part of the projects inside inside the branch. So if I make get the status, if I make get the status, so I have now a new file which is untracked. There is something on the chat. Vegan, can you make a new branch and switch on it? I just did that. Is it clear or just I need to repeat? Oh, you mean in one step? Yeah. Okay. So I can do that. Thank you. So we can do like this. Get, let me clear it in order you can see. So I can do get checkout minus p feature for the backend database, for example, for the database user for database like this feature db. Yeah. So I now I did a new branch and I switch on it. So if I do get branch, I have a new branch and I switch on it. Two in one. Is it clear? Let me see. You're welcome. So as you see, so I need now to switch back into the user interface because I need to make my changes on the user interface. Imagine that we have a website and we are working in a feature in the user interface, like an image or a search bar. So I will switch into that. I make get checkout, and I will provide the feature, like a feature inside the user interface. So if I make for just make sure where I am. So I am inside feature user interface. So now I can make get status, get add. So now I can do a lot of changes. I can do files, write and change on files, everything I need to do in this specific feature. And then I add this. Like imagine I did changes inside the files related to the user interface. So I will make get add. like this, and then git commit ft user interface 1, like feature 1 for the user interface. So now I have a question. The file name ft user, is it inside the main branch or master branch or not? So this file called ft user JavaScript, is it inside the master branch or just only inside the branch user interface? In which branch I have this file? Yeah, my question, is it inside master or no? Remember that I switch into a new branch and then I add. Recall that. Yeah, yes. So it is not inside the master because I switch into a new branch and then I do git add and git commit. So it just inside the user interface branch and not inside the master. So see, this is the whole idea of branches, to separate the work and then after that merge it back. No, I did not move the file. I just make a new branch. So let me show you what is going on in. Yeah, so I am inside my local configuration, my local machine, and I did like I did two branches like this. Let me show you um, here. Clear. Git branch. I will answer your question here. So in Git branch, so now I have three branches. I have master and I have a feature for the database and I have feature for the user interface. Um, uh, by default, I will be in the main branch or the master branch. And if I git add or git commit inside it, I will put inside it. But if I switch, I make git checkout minus p like this, and I switch into a new branch, and then I do some changes, and then I add again. So I will add on the new branch, not in the master, because I was in a branch. So the idea is where I am, which branch, and if I commit the changes, I commit to the branch where I am. So this is the main idea about branches. So I have to do subtask. So I will make a new branch, make this subtask inside it, and then when all the subtasks finish, I will merge them all to the main or to the master. Is that clear? Uh, yeah. No, we will not copy. There is a question: do we need to copy the file in the new branch? When we make a commit, it will be directly in this branch. So when we make git add and then git commit, it will be directly there. Yeah. If I will let my new branch, which is the feature user interface, sorry, be if I need this new feature and this new changes in this branch to be also in the master, there is upcoming command called get merge. So I switch into master and I merge the feature user interface to it. That will be coming on. So now so this is the main idea about branches. So if I finish working on a branch and I merge it into the main or the master, I can delete it. So I can use get branch minus d, the name of the branch, to delete it. Or if I make a new branch by mistake and I need to delete it, I can delete it. But mainly the deletion, when I finish the sub feature work and merge it successfully, then I can peacefully delete it. There is a command called stash, and this command is a little bit confusing, but let's understand the main concept about it. So if I am inside a branch and then I switch into another branch, but I don't, I need to, I need to save my modified files. So I just make get stash to store these changes in locally, and then when I come back into the branch where I were, when I came back, I can restore the changes. So it's like a local storage temporarily for a change. And as you can see, we make a feature branch and we have a main or master branch. So how we can merge the feature branch into the master branch? There is something called merge. So I need first to switch into the main or master branch, and then number two, I will make get merge and then the branch to be merged, and that's it. So let's do that. So now I need the work of my feature user interface to be in the master. How I can do that? I will switch. I will make get checkout first. Get checkout master like this, and then I will make get merge to the branch name. So now the file feature user is also inside the master. So inside the master, I have the two files right now. Does that make sense? Yeah, everything is clear. So this is how we can merge the work. So practice, let's try together. We also practice it using Terminal and Visual Studio Code right now. But I really recommend for you all to try this. So now, everything we work on it right now is locally. And I need to go into remote one. Using branch allows several people to work on code and then put it all together. Yes, right way. We have a different, let's say you made a change in a branch and a teammate made a change in a different branch. Do you have to pull before you merge your branch? I need to um, um, he need to bit to I need to switch into his branch, the teammate branch, or the teammate branch put his work into main branch, and then you switch into the main branch and then pull the changes. So either you will you will pull it from the teammate branch, or the teammate branch will go and merge it into a master or main, and then you will pull it from the master. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. So so everything now we talk about is locally. So how we will push. So now there is a new word, push. So we were committing locally. So now we will need to push the work remotely. So we will need a code hosting platform. This code hosting platform is our GitHub. So we need to create account into GitHub. So GitHub now have millions and billions of code bases. So and how we will add our so basically you have to go to GitHub and make an account, and remember you will make in the configuration uh, if you don't have an account, create an account, and remember in the configuration we add a username and email. So use the same configuration email that you use in Git to put it here in GitHub, so we have like a sync of identity. And we need to like pushing the code into GitHub. So all the work we are doing, we need to push it into a GitHub. So there is a command get remote. So get remote, we add this work into a remote repository. So for example, um, uh, we go to GitHub and we create a repository. A repository is a place where all our code base will be in the server. So imagine it's like this into to Git and version control session, and add a README file to just introduce what is this GitHub for. And yeah, so there is here something called um, a URL. Here when we make a new repository, a new place to add the code, inside this green button there is SSH secure channel, and there is HTTPS URL, which is how to how to sync between the local and the remote. So this is the URL. I can copy it, and then I can add my work into this remote repository. So I can make git remote, like this. Does I make some git remote add? Yeah, okay, git remote add, get remote. Oh, let me clear that to be git remote add origin. Yeah, so like this, I have now create a remote repository to my local work. So if I go back here into GitHub, so now it's linked all the remote and the local. So I need to push right now. So I need to push. I say get push origin because I name my remote as origin, and I will push now. I can push a branch or I can push the master. So I can, or the main. So I can do git push origin master. Yeah. So as you can see, all my changes are now pushed into the WWCode. So now, and if I make like this, oh, it's the main. So if I, because it's a main, if I switch into master, now I have the two files, because we merged, remember, we merged the two branches and we add them into the master, the files. So now inside the master, I have my files. So I can create a pull request if I will make a new feature. I can clone everyone, if it's a public repository, can clone the work and make changes, change on it if it's a collaborator in the project. So this is mainly how we getting the local working with the remote. And I thought this is one of the main core concepts to be used. And I don't know if we have more time, or I did not track the time. Sorry for that.
It's okay, don't worry. You can keep going. How long do you think you'll need?
Yeah, I need maybe 5 minutes to
Yeah,
wrap up.
that's okay.
Yeah. Okay, and see if there is any. Yeah. So so this is the main core concepts and core things. So so now if I go to GitHub, all the public repository, I can make a clone. I can go to my terminal and like, for example, uh, like this. I can go to my repositories or any repositories that code writers do, and clone using this URL, and using this command in the terminal of my machine. I just can go to, for example, get desktop directory, and say get the clone and put the remote URL, and then I will download all the files. And if I am collaborator, I can make the changes and push it changes. If I did not, if I am not collaborator in the project, I just can make the changes locally inside my machine. There is some sort of commands that need to be discussed, which is fetch and pull. Fetch, in order to check the changes and track the changes, and get pull to see if there is a changes and to get the changes. So it just check that there is a changes, and getting the changes into your local branch. So getting fetching and pulling. And there is a very important concept, which is pull request. Simply, in the user interface of GitHub, there is a button called pull request. So remember, for each branch, you can make a pull request, which is a very user-friendly feature, because it lets someone else in the team, called reviewer or leader, to check your work and make review on this work before merge it into the main branch. So this is a very, very important. It's very simple, but it's very important while doing projects. So it's compared the changes. There is some another layer of security to be added in the GitHub, between another security channel between the identity and the locally and the GitHub, which is the secure channel key. that you can configure using these steps. I put these steps so you can easily do that. And there is some resources that you can check. Also, as a wrap-up, that a versioning control is an essential skill needed for any developer, any worker who work in teams, not only development. When you start looking for a job in the tech world, your understanding of Git will go a long way in making you a more suitable candidate. So it make difference. And if you are a student or you know students, so there is a education.github.com/students where you can get back with a huge resources, and you can be get training and many resources as a student. So check out this or share it with students. And I would like to thank you all. And yeah, so this is the final thing that been here.
Hi. Thank you so much. That was a fantastic like workshop to get, and like we can see that we have a lot of people in the chat saying thank you as well, and it's been very, very valuable, and can't wait to share this with people that couldn't make it as well. And we have a few people asking for the recording, so that will be available hopefully sometime next week, and I will post it into the Slack group for data science. I will give you the invite link for our Slack if you aren't a member. I've just posted it in the chat. We have a few people asking, could they link with you? Would you like to share your any of your social media profiles or anything, or your email?
Yeah, I can provide my email. You're welcome. Thank you all for listening and for your time. So I can put my name, my email. This is my email. Yeah, and I will put my LinkedIn. Just a minute. And here is my LinkedIn. Yeah,
Awesome.
and
Thank you
feel
so
free
much for
to,
sharing.
yeah. Thank you so much for having me and for providing this opportunity.
Thank you so much for volunteering for our community and doing a talk. We really, really appreciate it. And it's been great meeting you and for you sharing all your knowledge to our community. So a big round of applause and applaud her to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, yep. Now we're coming up to a wrap. I'm going to finish off with the closing slides for our event today. So as I mentioned at the start, our track is growing a lot, and if you would like to get involved and volunteer for our track or do a talk, just reach out to myself or Naomi. You can reach us at datascience@WWCode.com. And what's happening next? So we have Bites and Brew International Women's Day, which is happening next Tuesday. And Bites and Brew is a monthly track event that we host. So we make conversations and make new connections with our community, and it's just a nice, safe place for us all to get together and discuss some topics. We have new topics every month. So of course, this month we're going to be talking about inspiring women and topics around International Women's Day. And we have another workshop coming up, exploratory data analysis, which is the hands-on session, and it's going to be on the 15th of March at 12 p.m. EST. And you can register at womanycode.com/data science/events for both Bites and Brew and this event coming up as well. And there's also a workshop series that's happening every Saturday at the moment. I think this Saturday is the 4th workshop. If you want to find out more about that there, you can find it out on track events on our Slack group as well. and all the previous workshops have been recorded on our WWCode channel, YouTube channel. And you can follow us on our social media pages here as well. And here's our Twitter at WWCode Data, our Facebook at WWCode Data Science, and our Instagram at WWCode Data Science. And we also have a LinkedIn profile as well. And that is us. So thank you so much everyone for attending today. You were an awesome attendees. So thank you so much and have a great day.